Kenya, officially the Republic of Kenya, is a country in East Africa with 580,369 square kilometers. Kenya is the 48th largest country in the world by total area, with a population of over 47.6 million in the 2019 census. Kenya is the 29th most populous country. Kenya's capital and largest city is Nairobi, while its oldest city and first capital is the coastal city of Mombasa. Kisumu City is the third largest city. It is also an inland port on Lake Victoria. Other important city centers include Nakuru and Eldoret. As of 2020, Kenya is the third largest economy in sub-Saharan Africa after Nigeria and South Africa. According to archaeological dating of associated artifacts and skeletal material, the Kushites first settled on the plains of Kenya between 3200 and 1300 before Christ, a stage called the Plain Savanna Pastoral Neolithic. Nilotic-speaking pastoralists began migrating from present-day South Sudan to Kenya around 500. European contact began with the Portuguese Empire in 1500, but the effective colonization of Kenya began in the 19th century when Europe explored the interior. It emerged from a protectorate established by present-day Kenya. Kenya is a presidential representative democratic republic where elected officials represent the people and the president is the head of state and government. Kenya's economy is the largest in Eastern and Central Africa. Nairobi serves as an important regional trade center. Agriculture is the largest industry. Tea and coffee are traditional cash crops, while fresh flowers are a fast-growing export. The service sector is also a major economic driver, especially tourism. Tourism in Kenya is the second largest source of foreign exchange income after agriculture. The Kenya Tourism Board is responsible for maintaining tourism-related information in Kenya. The main attractions are photo safaris through 60 national parks and game reserves. Other attractions include the antelope transshipment of Masai Mara, which is considered the seventh wonder of the world, historic mosques and colonial forts in Mombasa, Malindi and Lamu, famous landscapes such as the white-capped Mount Kenya and the Great Rift Valley, tea plantations in Kericho, coffee plantations in Thika, spectacular view of Mount Kilimanjaro from the Tanzanian border, and the beaches along the Swahili coast in the Indian Ocean. Kenya has a diverse population that includes most of the major ethnic and linguistic groups found in Africa. While there is no official list of Kenyan ethnic groups, the number of ethnic categories and subcategories recorded in the country's census has changed significantly over time, expanding from 42 in 1969 to more than 120 in 2019, with the majority of local residents from Bantus, about 60%, and Nilotes, about 30% occurs. Cushitic groups also form a small ethnic minority, as do Arabs, Indians, and Europeans. Kenya's various ethnic groups often speak their native language within their own communities. The two official languages, English and Swahili, are used with varying degrees of fluency for communication with other communities. English is widely spoken in business, education, and government. Urban and rural residents are less multilingual, and most rural residents speak only their native language. Proverbs of the Republic of Kenya. The enemy of man is man. Health is better than wealth. A promise is a debt. Knowledge is wealth. Too many ideas drive wisdom away. After hardship comes relief. Evil spirit of a man is a man. Good thing sells, a bad thing advertises. Forever persist, a rope cuts stone. Clouds are the sign of the rain. Blood is thicker than water. An empty tin makes the loudest noise. 1,000 begins with one. Education never ends. Little by little fills up the measure. There is no distance that has no end. It is better to lose your sight than to lose hope. To get lost is to learn the way. Better to stumble with your toe than your tongue. Voluntary is better than force. A good name shines in the dark. Effort will counter fate. Every vessel has its own waves. Tongue is full of words. To live long is to see much. Charity is a matter of heart, not wealth. Things don't just happen by accident. Big houses conceal a lot. He who ridicules the good will be taken by evil. He who digs a pit will himself fall into it. One who follows bees will never fail to get honey. One who talks to himself cannot be wrong. He who trusts in God lacks nothing. He who nurses vengeance is not called wise. When the cat goes away, mice reign. Not all that have claws are lions. Slow but sure. Unity is strength. When two bulls fight, it is the grass that suffers. Where there is mourning, someone has died. A timid crow runs away from its own wings. Charity is a matter of the heart, not wealth. The unpleasant or painful truth is better than a pleasing lie. Going quickly does not necessarily guarantee safe arrival. Where there are trees, there are no builders. Today is it, and anyone who says it's tomorrow is lying. Perhaps good and actuality evil are not compatible. Eyes have no screens or shades. Two bulls cannot live in the same shed. Water follows the current. Water flows down the valley. It doesn't climb the hill. You do not know the depth of the waters until you step on them. The water in a coconut is like an ocean to an ant. When the tide rises, it will fall. The water which has spilled cannot be gathered. A miser's possessions are eaten by insects. A miser's possessions are eaten by insects. Harsh words do not break a bone. Pleasant words will draw the snake from its hole. The poor do not gather things. If he does, he stole them. To a poor man his child, and to a rich man his wealth. Dung which is eaten will be eaten by the hands. All droppings do not sink. A double-jointed arm moves in one motion. The lay of the roof finishes at the edge. When a buffalo horn sounds, there is something of importance. One who selects a hoe is not necessarily a real farmer. He who selects coconuts with great care will find one which has just ripened. He who laughs at cripple will not die without becoming one himself. When there is a sudden noise, you do not immediately throw a stone at it. A traveler does not make a mess where he had made a camp, as he might one day come back. He who fears the sea cannot be a traveler. He who fears the crying of a child will cry himself. Rice is rice, but there are many ways of cooking it. A dancer will not be crippled as long as the dance meets him. It is customary from man to talk and gentleman to act. Actions speaks louder than words. The torture of the grave is only known by the corpse. When the enemy falls, lift him up. Love your enemy. Health is better than wealth. Help comes in two ways: that of healing. A promise is a debt. One who thinks he is standing should beware of falling. One who knows more doesn't speak more. A reserve will not decay. Knowledge is wealth. Too many ideas drive wisdom away. Constant dipping will empty a gourd of honey.